You were just watching an NBC special report on a verdict being reached in the Donald Trump criminal trial. Former President Donald Trump found guilty on 34 counts.
We will now continue with your local news. If more information comes out from this story, we will update you. Good evening. I'm Mallory Metzner.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to your News at 6. We do begin tonight with a recap of the events from Donald Trump's trial. Former President Donald Trump found guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records in his New York hush money trial. Trump is now the first president in U.S. history to be convicted of a criminal offense. The jury deliberated for more than 11 hours before reaching a verdict on Thursday afternoon. The 6-week trial centered on the concealment of a hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels just ahead of the 2016 election. Daniels claims she had a sexual encounter with Trump back in 2006, which Trump denies. In order to keep Daniels quiet, she was paid $130,000 by then Trump attorney Michael Cohen, less than 2 weeks before the election. The jury found the manner in which Trump reimbursed Cohen constituted falsification of business records. The trial, which started in mid-April, featured weeks of testimony by witnesses, including Daniels and Cohen.
Right now, construction is underway on Collins Street in Bethany Beach to create walking and biking lanes. The town says that people currently walk and bike in the middle of the street, which is a safety hazard.
Live in Bethany Beach is CoastTV news reporter Elisa Weber. Elisa, although the goal of the project is to promote safety, neighbors you just spoke with, they're not happy with the construction.
Mallory and Charlie, I'm walking here in the middle of the street, which is something the town and people who live here say people usually do. But once construction is done, there will be 2 lanes on each side of the street so people can safely walk and ride their bikes. Some people I spoke with have concerns about the project, while others say they're really just bothered by the noise from the construction and by this gravel here on the street. Overall, they think it will benefit the area. Construction crews are now working on Collins Street to create pedestrian and bike lanes on each side. Although the goal of the project is safety, Tom Murphy, who lives on Collins Street, does not think it's necessary.
The people walking in the street, although trolley drivers hated them, actually slowed traffic down, and people were used to it. They didn't care. It's just like paying a parking fine. People are used to people walking in the street, so they dealt with it.
But Bethany Beach Mayor Rosemary Hardiman says although there have not been major accidents on the street, having people walk and bike in the middle of the street is unacceptable.
It's a very heavily used pathway for pedestrians. The whole street is. People come from Bethany West and Turtle walk down Collins to Kent, over to Wellington and over to the beach.
Which is why the town decided to create 2 pedestrian lanes on each side of the street. People told CoastTV they were upset because they were losing some of their driveway. As you can see, there is a lot of construction going on here on Collins Street in Bethany Beach. And one neighbor told CoastTV he actually heard that some other neighbors on the street have hired a lawyer to protest against this project. A similar project was done right here on Cedarwood Street in Bethany. Glenn Brown, who also lives on Collins Street, says the only problem he has with the project is he will lose some of his street parking.
Now the pavement's 3-4 feet closer to the house, so that's what we lost as far as parking. We'll modify it to, make parking easier for us.
The town says they will work with neighbors, but a lot of the street parking people used was actually town property, and no one's private property is being taken. The town expects the project to be completed on June 14th. In Bethany Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
Thanks, Elisa. A similar pathway in Milford upset a lot of people, too. According to previous reporting, back in January, the city asked for public input on new bike lane plans for Marshall Street. The project that started in 2008 aimed to add bike lanes from Southeast 2nd Street to Watergate Boulevard South. But community members preferred street parking, noting limited driveway space and speeding issues.
President Biden arrived in Rehoboth Beach today, part of a weekend stay at his North Shore's home. This was the scene at Gordon's Pond parking lot, Marine One landing with the President and First Lady Jill Biden on board. The Federal Aviation Administration put a temporary flight restriction in place at 9:30 this morning for our coast. It'll last until 10 a.m. on Friday. Now, Biden is making a day trip tomorrow back to the White House and then is expected to return in the evening for the rest of the weekend.
Staying in Rehoboth, where the municipal election is set for August 10th, with 2 Board of Commissioners seats up for grabs. Voting runs 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Convention Center. Candidates must file petitions by June 3rd, requiring 10 to 25 signatures from qualified electors. To request a petition, just email or call a city. Qualifications will be reviewed on June 21st.
South Bethany is looking for a new council member. The town council has a vacancy for a term that ends May 2025. The town says interested candidates, they need to submit letters by noon on June 20th. Applicants can email the town manager or deliver their letters to 402 Evergreen Road. Candidates must be 21, a U.S. citizen, registered voter, and have been in a town voter for at least a year.
Changes may be coming to Dewey Beach. On Wednesday, the town's Charter and Code Review Committee met to discuss important updates. They decided to add notes to business licenses, saying the town doesn't check professional qualifications. They also proposed new rules for downspouts to control water runoff, requiring gutters and placing downspouts at least 4 feet from property lines. These changes aim to improve safety and clarity for everyone.
Let's take a live look outside right now as we get ready to check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams. And I'm hoping, Paul, that we've got a good weekend ahead of us.
No need to hope, my dear friend, my golfing guru, and all my buddies on the news desk, and all of you. We're going to have absolutely gorgeous weather for this weekend. Perfect recreational sunshine. Our Bay Health camera in Milford, look at the sunshine is beaming down right now for us. And we are expecting for the temperatures to drop to the lower 60s by 10 o'clock under mostly clear skies. Clear skies, that's the main thing that's our mantra for the day, actually. We're staying clear. Now, if there's anything to be mindful of or watchful of, well, we do have a small craft advisory that's in effect until 11 o'clock for Friday, meaning that we're watching out for gusty winds along the Chesapeake Bay area. But outside of that small little window of concern, we're going to stay with sunshine at 6, 8, 10, noon, 2, and 4 o'clock for tomorrow as temperatures will rise into the 70s before the day is done. We'll talk about your weekend weather, which is also looking even warmer, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. Always love to hear that. Delaware State Police have identified Wayne Wheeler Jr., a 45-year-old man from Frankfort, as the victim of a deadly crash on Tuesday night. According to police, the crash happened around 10:25 p.m. on Frankfort School Road. Troopers say that Wheeler's Honda Accord lost control after a curve, went off the road, and hit a fence and overturned in a ditch. They say he was not wearing a seatbelt and was thrown from the car. Wheeler died later at the hospital. The investigation is still ongoing.
Another opportunity for you to state your opinions on a proposed wind farm permit in Maryland. The Department of the Environment and U.S. Wind will hold a meeting on June 13th about the air permit for the Maryland offshore wind project. This project will have 121 wind turbines and 4 substations located 10 miles off the coast of Worcester County. The meeting is at the Ocean City Convention Center, starting with an open house from 5:30 to 7 p.m.
Now in Milton, the town's contractor is sweeping town-owned streets within the area. The service could be a daily for the remainder of the week and go into the following week. The town says to avoid on-street parking as much as possible during the work time.
In Milford, property owners will see a slight increase in their electric rates. Starting in June, electric rates in the city will increase by 2.4%. The city says this adjustment is a result of rising market costs. To manage these costs, the city recommends using energy-efficient practices such as insulating windows and regular HVAC maintenance.
Ocean City first responders punched the clock a lot this year, according to an audit presented to the council. When compared to March 2023, March 2024, more work being done. Ocean City Police Department had 720 extra overtime hours. Ocean City Police thinks there's a reason why. One, court date that officers were required to attend for cases. 2, OCPD says more officers take vacation in the earlier part of the year since they need to be working during the busy season. But one local wonders if the overtime is caused by overstaffing.
I think it's excessive when I see somebody pulled over that obviously poses no threat, but 2 or 3 police cars will be on the scene of it, and I wonder if that's the best use of their time.
One council member expressed concern on why there was such a jump in overtime and suggested future conversations to find out why and to figure out what's next. All of this brings us right into our Coast TV poll today. We want to know, how should the city address the issue of rising overtime hours? Let's take a look at the updated results from earlier tonight.
Looking at the screen here, it looks like the majority, 60%, say hire more staff, 30% say they could improve management, 10% want to see that budget increased.
Now, if you haven't voted yet, you can go do that right now on CoastTV.com or use your Coast TV mobile app.
We have a lot more to cover tonight on Coast TV News at 6.
Still to come, manhunt investigation called off, new details from the Maryland State Police.
And we are expecting more sunshine, particularly over this weekend, as warmer weather is headed in our direction.
First, Delmarva's biggest events returning to the water and the sky. We will show you the coolest things to do this summer when we return in 60 seconds.
At FH Fur, we know that a dripping faucet isn't just a nuisance. It's your home crying for help. That's why we say no to dispatch fees and goodbye to diagnostic charges. With our Get a Plumber in Your Home for Free promise, we focus on what really matters, solving your plumbing woes. Whether it's a stubborn clog, a running toilet, or a water heater on the fritz, we bring knowledge, experience, and professionalism right to your doorstep, free.
Call Fur. FH Fur. FHFur.com.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not going to leave me here, are you?
Right now, buy a spacious Highlander with low 3.99 APR financing from Toyota. Or get low financing on a new adventure-ready RAV4.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Summer is here, and with it, some classic events you can find only on Delmarva. Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner shows us the coolest events to mark down on your summer calendar.
Memorial Day is the start of the summer season on Delmarva, and there's decades-old classic events coming back. Maybe the best year yet. Giddy up! In late July, the 99th annual Pony Swim happens again in Chincoteague. On July 24th, saltwater cowboys gather the wild ponies and foals across the channel. The day after, ponies are auctioned off to control the herd population and raise money for the volunteer firefighters who care for the animals throughout the year. July is full of fireworks, with shows taking place down the coast. The city of Rehoboth Beach is set to put the ooh and ah this year with a fireworks display. It will launch around 9:30 p.m. Saturday, July 6th. The display is visible along Rehoboth's Mile Plus Beach and Boardwalk. What is billed as the world's largest and richest billfish tournament happens again August 5th through the 9th in Ocean City. 400 boats participated last year with over $10.5 million in prize money. The Ocean City Air Show zooms back onto the coast. August 24th and 25th, there will be fighter jets, cargo demos, and even an Italian Air Force display in the U.S. for the first time in over 30 years. Dewey Beach becomes Pamplona, Spain on June 24th. For 25 years, the Starboard has hosted Running of the Bull. People pack the streets with a celebrity matador to raise money for the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company. Some of these events are free, some have special tickets. We have the details on CoastTV.com.
We take a look at our golf forecast. Listen, you couldn't ask for a better opportunity to tee it up. Not just good, not just fair, but excellent. 76 and tons of sun with light wind.
Coast TV and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safety, our commitment.
Discover the lodges of coastal Delaware, featuring 2 exceptional communities with one goal: life your way. The life at the Lodge at Truett Homestead is like being on vacation every day, featuring worry-free independent living and unparalleled amenities with the convenience of a monthly rental community. Moving right down the road, experience refreshing coastal living at the Lodge at Historic Lewis, offering independent living, assisted living, and our Compass Memory Care program. Engage in vibrant activities, build lasting connections, and savor each moment. Visit our website or call today to learn how to make the Lodge lifestyle yours.
At Pohanka Honda of Salisbury, we get right to the point. During the gigantic payoff event, get into your new Honda starting at only $249 a month and get out of your old lease. Or you can get out of your car loan and take advantage of 0 down and no payments until August. Plus, when you buy using the Pohanka Honda Fast Pass, you get it all in an hour or less. That's getting right to the point during the gigantic payoff event at Pohanka Honda.
Hi, can I get an extra large quadruple shot, extra hot, semi-sweet caramel macchiato with almond milk, and a medium?
Whatever happened to coffee? Whack. When you need a minute, there's the Bally Casino app, featuring tons of exciting slots like Divine Fortune, Cash Machine, and 88 Fortunes. We bring the excitement to you. Throw in your favorite table games and...
Got one!
So who needs caffeine?
I'd still like some.
Yeah, me too. Bet boldly with the Bally Casino app, powered by Bet Rivers.
Is a kitchen remodel on your to-do list?
Paul Davis offers an easy 3-step kitchen refacing solution. Step 1, we bring the showroom to you. Step 2, we give you the exact price that day. Step 3, our certified installers complete it in days, not weeks.
A revitalized kitchen without the disruption.
At half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel.
In the style and color you've always wanted. Last chance to get 20% off your new kitchen, plus a free trash can pullout or no payments until 2025.
Call Paul Davis today or visit our showroom.
The short drive to Heritage Shores in Bridgeville is a hole-in-one. Southern Delaware's outstanding Brookfield residential community is also the region's premier public golf course, dining, and event venue. Enjoy 18 holes of award-winning golf and fully stocked pro shop. Gather in one of our many event spaces. Relax with casual waterfront dining at our Sugar Beet Market, or indulge at Passwater's Restaurant in the 1730 Tavern. Swing by Heritage Shores in Bridgeville, Delaware.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert weather app today.
I think the proper headline for this forecast would be, could it get any better than this? You decide on if that would be the proper title for this forecast. Our dry tech camera in Ocean City, holding at 72 degrees, and the winds right now at about 11 miles per hour out of the northwest with the dew point temperature at about 45. So we have a relatively dry air mass right now along with the sunshine. That being the case, we'll drop down to 65 degrees by 10 o'clock with mostly clear skies. Our live radar is showing you just how wide open the skyline really is, because we're looking at hardly a blip on the screen, period. Now, we are picking up a small smidgen of light rain that's making its way towards the Chesapeake Bay area. Even the trajectory or the movement line of that rain is going around our general area in the first place. I mean, even if you kind of zoom in and try to get some highlights or some tighter views of what's happening here, we've had over 1.5 inches from yesterday's rain and all that. But this time around, even though we have a couple of troughs around our area, we're looking totally clear and clean. Now, as far as the temperature change, depends on exactly where you are. We're pretty close to the same, if not a couple of degrees lower than that, in most of Sussex County and the most southern portion of our viewing area. But our wonderful neighbors that are over in Easton and Cambridge, they're about 13 degrees warmer than they were just 24 hours ago. Here's a breakdown of what we're expecting. Friday morning, winds are out of the north, 60 along the coast, 50s inland. Sunshine. We stay with the sunshine for Friday, and we enjoy temperatures in the low 70s, winds still pouring out of the north. Saturday morning, we start off very similar, if not the exact same. Then we will escalate to the 80s for Saturday afternoon, right around 4 o'clock. We'll see a few scattered clouds across Georgetown, but the majority of our viewing area staying absolutely clear till we get to Sunday, early Sunday morning. The cloud cover will kick in quickly. Take a look at our history so far. I mean, we've had temperatures well into the 80s from, let's say, from last Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Even today, we're in the 70s, but that's okay. It's been a nice, mild kickoff, even though we've had a couple of bumps in the road this week with the storms. We're not expecting any more rain till Sunday. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s. From Ocean Pines down to Snow Hill and Pocomoke City. By the afternoon, beautiful sunshine. We stay with the sunshine. and the clear skies for Saturday morning at 6 o'clock. Temperatures in the mid-50s, 55 to 57 degrees. Should just about do it. Winds pouring out of the northwest. Into the 80s we go, and Snow Hill, Newark, Willards, Pocomoke City, Princess Anne, and Salisbury by 3:30 Saturday afternoon. So, taking a look at your 3-day beach forecast, because I know that's the real deal here. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 70s, no rain, Fallops Island or in Assateague. We go up a little bit farther north, and we take a look at South Bethany, 75, then 77, then 79. It sounds like an old, game show where we go up in price with each get day. Well, that's how the temperatures are going to be. And we'll peak at about 80 degrees in Cape Henlopen on Sunday, 77 Dewey Beach, but we'll have thick cloud cover in Cape Henlopen and Dewey Beach during the afternoon. During the evening, everybody may get a little taste of rain. So, summary. Mostly clear, starry night, 52 degrees for tonight. 75, mainly sunny and clear, Mild and bright, winds out of the north for tomorrow. 82 for Saturday. You know what? It's going to be almost hot for Saturday because we're going to be in the 80s and we'll have a little more moisture. You see that cloud cover? That'll make it feel almost muggy. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodel Extended Forecast. Once again, the only chance of a shower? Likely Sunday, and it's really Sunday night.
Paul, in regional news, the apparent manhunt in Easton has been called off. Police are asking people to contact Maryland State Police with any information, but here's a recap of the events that unfolded today. Our Coast Copter captured police responding to suspicious activity this morning. Here's what police say happened. Around 4 a.m., officers responded to Hertrick Chevrolet on Ocean Gateway. They spotted a white Chevy Silverado leaving the area. At 4:25 a.m., they stopped the truck, found a broken window, and police gear inside. The driver was arrested. Another suspect ran into the woods, but police couldn't find them. Around 6:30 in the morning, a 2024 Chevy Traverse was reported stolen from Hawks Hill Road and later found in Hebron. The Chevy Silverado was stolen from Baltimore the night before.
Delaware State Police are looking into a shooting in Seaford on Wednesday night. Police say 2 people fired shots at a home on Kelly Circle, hurting a 15-year-old girl, hitting her in the foot. Troopers say she is now in the hospital. They say nobody else was hurt. If you know anything, call State Police.
In traffic news, here's some road work to look out for in Maryland. According to Talbot County Emergency Services, a number of roads are currently single lanes. In Easton, North Washington Street between Laurel Street and Village Street will have restrictions due to utility work there. Over in St. Michael's, North Talbot Street in the area of Railroad Avenue currently has single lane operations due to more road work. Finally, Route 50 westbound between Radiance Drive and Cambridge across the Marcus Bridge to Marina Drive has a lane closure as well due to road work.
We're here at Daniel S. Frawley Stadium, the home of the Washington Nationals High A affiliate in the Wilmington Blue Rocks. But today it plays host to the DIAA state semifinals. First, it's Sussex Tech and Caesar Ronnie with a chance to get to the biggest stage. To the bottom of the 4th we go. No runs, no hits on the board. The backhand over at short and the throw in time. Top 6, still nothing, but not for long. William Lawrence hits it to right field and that drops in for a base hit. Buxton comes in to score. 1-zip, Riders lead. And that would be all the Riders needed, a pop-up into foul territory, and that would do it. Caesar Ronnie is headed to the state championship. After the game, head coach Jeff Gravitz says pitching and defense is what led them to be victorious.
I mean, you could hear it. The guys are super fired up. I mean, can't say enough about Steven Donigan. He just was lights out today. Threw an absolute gem.
And his 10 strikeouts led this team to the state finals. And this will be the place where one team's dream comes true on Saturday. Reporting from Daniel S. Frawley Stadium in Wilmington, Delaware, for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Kayla Santiago.
It might be an 11, maybe a 9. It could be 13's time, or 5. With new Cash Pop from the Maryland Lottery, a winning number is drawn 4 times a day. Just pick a number from 1 to 15 for a chance to win cash, like the $2,500 top prize. Woo! Cash Pop. Cash Pop. Put a little pop in your day.
Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
It's a Memorial Day celebration going on now at the car store. Best in market pricing, guaranteed Kelley Blue Book trade-in dollars, and current and former military families can get an additional $500 discount. Memorial Day savings now to the end of the month. TheCarStoreOnline.com.
The amount of training, the sacrifice.
We can face insurmountable challenges.
I won last year, and I'm here to win again.
He might have a shot!
American Ninja Warrior, Monday on NBC and Peacock. The Olympic Games are coming. But first, the best American athletes have to make Team USA. The U.S. Olympic Team Trials on NBC and Peacock.
In 1924, my grandfather, J. Con Scott, decided to start a life in the furniture business. I'm proud to say that as the third generation, we celebrate our 100-year anniversary. From a humble small-town furniture store to an interior design destination, with 35,000 square feet in Selbyville and our newest location in Rehoboth Beach. J. Con Scott celebrating our 100-year anniversary.
At the Truck Store's Memorial Day sale, you'll find a great selection of trucks that can tackle any job, plus guaranteed Kelley Blue Book trade-in dollars and a $500 appreciation bonus for military families. Don't miss the Memorial Day sale going on now. MyTruckStoreOnline.com.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Tidal Health camera is clear in Seaford. Call our weather line to stay updated. Sponsored by Baird Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your 10-day exclusive forecast.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
We're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have yourselves a great evening.